so this is devlog number 4 of Fluff and Fury. The game is still live on Kickstarter, we'll be there for another week, so check it out. And today we're gonna talk about layout. So I just came back from Japan, I was in Japan for 2 weeks, and I brought a bunch of books with me. They were very heavy, but I brought them with me, and I don't know how to read Japanese, but I love the layout of these books. So I pretty much got the books because I really like the layout, so maybe I thought I could showcase the books and talk a little bit why I chose those books to inspire me for the layout of Fluff and Fury. So let's do that. I'm gonna go in no particular order, really, just whatever I pull it out of my bag and is here. So apparently in Japan, they're really into Cthulhu. It's like the biggest thing there. So I got this little guy because it just looks so cute, and I'm not sure what it is. I will figure out at some point, and maybe I can do a whole video about these books knowing what they say, because Lee can read Japanese a little bit, so she can help me. But right now this is like just me going through these books and figuring out why I chose these books. So yeah, let's have a little look in the book. Let me see if the camera is catching it. Yes. So yeah, I just love this because first I love their use of black and white. I love the size of this book. I think it's a great size. That's kind of what I'm imagining Fluff and Fury to be, something you can carry really easily. This has around 100 pages. We're gonna be a little bit less than that for sure, but it's really cute. There is a lot of little illustrations that look very funny and are so different than what you used to when you pick up a horror, a cosmic horror book. So yeah, look at this little guy. I'm not sure. Look at this little girl, Cthulhu. She's so cute. She has a little bow. Yeah, so there's this robot fighting a slime. I love their use of text and just like this little simple black and white images. This is what I really like also about like those TTRPG books, or TRPG. They call table talk RPGs in Japan, not tabletop like us. So these are all in the TRPG section. And I really like that they usually have very beautiful covers, very like flashy and showy, but the book itself is black and white. I do love a black and white book. A very simple paper, but they are all always like very well organized. Their segments. I'm gonna go through some other books. Like you can see through the side here, like how easy it is to navigate. I love this little functional stuff. So yeah, this book has a lot of like cute illustrations. Yeah, see here it says TRPG. Maybe this is explaining what a TRPG is? No idea. But it shows Dungeons and Dragons here, and it has some other guys. I need to figure out what this book is about, but it's so cute. Look at this. There's a dice and a little girl. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. That's the biggest thing. So Call of Cthulhu is the biggest, is like the Dungeons and Dragons here. So everything is Call of Cthulhu themed there, dice and everything. So yeah, this was this book. I don't know the title, but it's really cute. So let's move on. So yeah, we have more Cthulhu here. This is like actually not a TRPG. It's a comic book of one of Lovecraft's little short stories. So yeah, but it looked very interesting. There is very little dialogue, so I was like, oh, I can get into that. I can figure this out. So yeah, I gotta go through it. It's the color out of space, and it looks really cute. Same deal, like the cover is a very simple cover, but it has always like this little nice sleeve on it. But yeah, this looks very interesting. I want to read it, maybe with Google Translate or something. Yeah, so it looks very sweet. I think that I got that just because it was on the TRPG area, but it was just a short story. So yeah, this is the color out of space. Next we have, this is a TRPG 2 that I got there. The cover looks amazing. It has a very like cyberpunky vibe. I love the yellow and the purple. I'm trying to do a lot on Fluff and Fury, work with two colors, two opposing colors. Like the main logo is pink and green, and each of the stories on the game, each of the one-shots, they will have two different colors on them. The first one, the Landlord Conclave, is all yellow and purple. So each one will have like these two clashing colors on the layout. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do in the book. Just have these two opposing forces. This part of the game, right? It's like you are a bear fighting the system. So there's always this opposing like poor people versus rich people is a very like pulsating theme on the game. So the colors will reflect that. So yeah, I really like the colors on the cover on this one. Same deal. There is a little sleeve, a little explaining TRPG, and yeah, take the sleeve, black and white. Bless you, Lee. Yeah, so yeah, this looks really good too. I really like also too the functionality on this book. You can see here like how it has like the chapter, and it's really good to see in Japanese because you just look at layout because you don't know what it's saying, so layout's the most important thing. So yeah, I like how simplistic it is. There's not even that much art on this book, which I think is kind of cool. This is scenarios, I guess, explaining a couple of scenarios. So yeah, but the art also looks nice. Let me find some art here. There is some diagrams, very simple diagrams. But also the book has its, like, I really like this. I don't know if you can see there, but it has a little gradient on the side of the book. You can see it comes from like light to dark. And this kind of go through all the pages. And that's something that I want to do in Fluff, that you have this gradient kind of going on. Let me find some art, because the art's kind of cool. Yeah, so yeah, I have some art. There is this snake person, very simple too. There is like some like stats and stuff. There's a character creation. Yeah, there's this spider girl here. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Like the characters look pretty cool. I have a feeling that this is kind of like a solo TRPG. Maybe like a follow your own adventure or something like that, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks really cool and very simple. I really like this too. These little like blurbs about characters. They look very simple, but also, I think this is InDesign. I feel that I know this pattern. But yeah, it looks very simple and very to the point. And like, there is a lot of little logos too. I love like little logos like this. Fluff is full of logos like this for all the factions. I made logos for each of them, and all the gangs, they have logos. So that was something that I really liked too. So yeah, this was this book, Scramble. I think the name is Scramble. Let's move to the next one. This is the big one, so I'll leave this for later because this is the main book that I wanted to get. So we can talk about this later. Let's talk about this guy. This looks like a kind of choose your own adventure too. I'm not sure, but the cover looks amazing. You can really tell that it is, oh here, there we go. 1 to 2 players, 20 to 40 minutes, 10 to 99 the age, I guess, and GM-less. Yeah, I think this means GM-less. Yeah, and it looks like it's just like maps and stuff. So you can see here, you can scan this QR code if you want. But yeah, there's like a little character sheet. It looks really cute, like hand draw. And there is a bunch of maps. These maps have a bunch of animals kind of fighting, which is super sweet. Yeah, camouflage painting. Detect trap. So I guess this is spells. They look super neat organized. I like this. And they have little illustrations. I'm pretty sure someone will be like, oh, this is, of course, this is that. And I'm like, that's cool. So if you know what this is, please message me. Leave a comment. So yeah, there is these weird creatures. This looks sick. Yeah, And I think you just kind of go through this map and there's all these enemies. See, there's a blunt ape, the final. Yeah, I really like how everything is spaced out. The information is really clear. You know, there's probably levels. Yeah, blunt ape. Yeah, there's like a lot of animals. It's kind of a jungle theme. So yeah, looks really sweet. These illustrations. Like they're so simple, you know, like how reduced everything is. This is a little beetle, ant folk. Look at this, so cool. Deer man. Oh my god, I could just be flipping on this book forever. Bloomed man, one-tailed monkey. Wait, isn't every monkey one-tailed? Sacambandiscus, poison moth. They're so cool. Yeah, these illustrations are great. And I like that it's not black really, it's like a shade of gray, the whole book. Yeah, it's like, it looks like graphite. It looks like it was drawn like in a little paper, you know, it's kind of fading. Look at this guy, Monster Hunter. So cool, god damn it. Yeah, I love this. This is so fun. Yeah, I love monsters and stuff like that. I got a whole book of monsters. We're gonna go through it at some point. Yeah, oh, there is some like cool graphics. So yeah, I think this is kind of the vibe of this. It's kind of like choose your own path, kind of point crawl. So you go around and you figure out and you fight all these creatures. The creatures look really cool. So yeah, this was this book. Also, I don't know the name, but it looked amazing and I pick it up. So yeah, let's go to this now. Okay, it's a lot big boy. It says TRPG really big, so I was like, yes, I need to get this. Also, it looks cyberpunk. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing a cyberpunk game, I should have a cyberpunk. So yeah, it says Ninjaslayer TRPG core rulebook. It seemed pretty cool. I think it's a big deal. It might be, I don't know. So yeah, it looked really cool. It was like on the feature ones. So I was very curious about it. And yeah, and mostly I got because it's cyberpunk. And it has some sweet like little graphs like this. The art's pretty cool, also like full black and white. I don't think they do much color on this TRPG books, which is interesting. Because we are so used to like so much color and so much in our face, like with D&D and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see black and white. I think like it's a manga culture that allows projects to be black and white. People are not like fighting for color. They're like, yeah, we're used to. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. There's a lot of ninja stuff. So I think this is scenarios too. Yeah, so you can see there's some maps. They look pretty cool, the maps. They are so simple, but you get the idea. Like that's something that I need to get good at, because I'm a maximalist. I'm not a big fan of, that's why I love like Japan for layout and stuff like that, because they are not minimalist. There's like information, you can see there's information everywhere. There's a lot of stuff, some other stuff that we're gonna see. Maybe I can talk more about that, but yeah, definitely I like maximalism, but clarity on information at the same time, right? So yeah, this looks really cool. But yeah, it was mostly to see some cyberpunky stuff, like ninja cyberpunk sounds great. We have a class who is the Phantom, who is kind of like a ninja, can go invisible and do stuff. So I thought this was kind of like a good vibe to have and to check it out. But there's a lot of text, so I don't think I'm gonna get this much far with this. But yeah, there is some like full spreads. I really like this, like one full page. I think there's a couple more. I think over here there's one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like a street fight. This one looks really cool too. So yeah, I wanna delve into this one a little bit more. I'm gonna research. I'm just gonna flip through. Yeah, there is like, this is the cover. The cover that we have there. It looks really cool. Everybody jumping in a city. But yeah, this one seems a little much more heavy. Well, I see D66, so this is probably a D6 system. Oh no, this is a table. Yeah, this is some random table. Oh, can't wait to translate this. Yeah, So maybe this is some help and stuff. There is some stats for creatures, I guess, at the end. There's a huge index. There's a bunch of maps. So yeah, I want to figure this out. This one looks like a bit more work to figure out what it's about. But it looks very interesting and it's cyberpunk, so it has a cool vibe. Okay, next. So maybe let's get to this one. Oh, I didn't open this guy's too. I got a bunch of little bears that I was gonna show. So I got these little bears that we can have in our stand once we go to conventions and stuff because they look really cute. And also we're gonna stamp all of our envelopes when we send to you guys with the game with little bears. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, little bears. So yeah, we got some of those. They look very cute. So yeah, let me leave the bears here. So okay, next we have this magazine that looks amazing. So I think that's a good point for me to talk about maximalism. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of minimalism, of like clean aesthetics and stuff like that. You know, like those like Scandinavian kind of vibe, like a spa or something. Everything is beige on beige, and there's one vase in the middle of the house and just like nothing else, and everything's clean. I just don't like that stuff. I like everything in your face, and I think the Japan trip was really good for that, to see like they are like fighting for space everywhere, and there is like so many ads and everything is kind of like just there, and bold colors, and like they try even bolder colors next to the other bolder color, and somehow all that works and it looks really nice. So yeah, that was a great inspiration, because that will be, Fluff and Fury will be in your face, right? I want a book who is just crazy. It's just like, it looks like a bunch of ads and crazy stuff is happening in the page. So yeah, that was great. And I got this magazine that looked really cool, Popeye. This is about youth cinema. It was like a special edition, so I was like, oh, it has a lot of North American references, American reference, so I was like, oh, it would be easier for me to get what they're talking about, so I got this edition, and it looks amazing. It's fully maximalism. Well, this is the receipt. Yeah, so you can see by the vibe that they are not saving any space or anything. Yeah, so it's very in your face. It's pretty crazy design. This is like people talking about their favorite movies. It's really nice how they lay out everything, but we can get to the movies, that it gets really fun. Yeah, when we start to get to movies and things like that. So yeah, this is beautiful, like all this stuff. Like, it has like a punk vibe and a youth vibe that I think my game has, and I think Fluff and Fury has, who is like, you are teddy bears and you are fighting the system. So it is like it has a jovial vibe to it, to be a little robot fighting stuff. And at the same time, it has this punk rock vibe, who is a very youth kind of movement. You can see here, this is like pop punk, right? And this really shows like this kind of like things like that I really want to have in the book, like just spray paint stuff or just stickers and things like that. You really feel like, is this like used book that like like a kid put a bunch of stuff on it, things like that. So yeah, I think this was a great reference. I like this map. This is what I said. This is when I said, yeah, I'm getting this magazine. This looks amazing, like just the whole layout of this map. And like, I want to play a game in here, you know, in the science room, this hallway. I'm like, oh my god, like this is so cool. I want to be there. So yeah, and I love the use of colors. This is crazy bold colors. There's something I really want to do. This map is really cool. And okay, let's pass. And yeah, this like little ads, they look so fun and so like stupid. Yeah, like graphs and just shit everywhere. That's so fun. Like, I love this. And the colors don't match. This is kind of like a brown, this is a light blue, and this everything in your face. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be a major reference for Fluff and Fury for sure. just to have this physical thing that you can always open and just go through. Like, look at this looks like a game, you know. Yeah, like this stuff is just like a bunch of movies and they're just there. Like, this could be great for like NPCs or something kind of vibe. Yeah, it's just great reference. Like all this little shit, you know, this is like Y2K almost, this design. But yeah, I really love how everything is laid out and it's just in your face, but there is this whole space here. Yeah, so I think this is a great reference overall. Talking about Marvel stuff. I hate Marvel. Okay, so yeah, then we have like a history of horror, who is like pretty cool too, and it has like a whole different kind of vibe going through everything. It looks pretty cool too, pretty sick. Yeah, so then there is like at the end, yeah, this looks really nice too, these little things. Like, so this is kind of like, I was like, oh, I like this too, like I can maybe have this on chapters, because I'm not gonna have much space on Fluff and Fury. It will be a small book, right? And I have to condense a lot of information on it. So I thought that this is good to see like how they condense, like, so this could be a chapter header. So you have all your information still here, and you have your chapter header, just like a little thing like this. This is chapter 1. So it's like, I'm not giving a full page to chapter 1, just a little corner, and we start the chapter. So yeah, this looks really nice, and you can have information on the corners, and they will make it easy to find on the book later. So yeah, this looks really cool. The use of colors too, this like kind of like poopy brown, is pretty cool. Yeah, more of crazy layout, just stuff everywhere. It's really lovely. Yeah, like stuff who looks like you pull it out of a piece of paper and things like that. Just faces, but yeah, it's really good layout. And here at the end there is a whole Stephen King like little book inside the book, who's super cool too. God damn it, this is so cool. Yeah, so all the little graphs, all the little elements, they're a huge inspiration. They're really beautiful. And they have this comic book vibe, but also like this young vibe and this kind of like diary. So yeah, this was Popeye. And now we can go to... okay, so let me go quickly through this. This is my case to protect little zines. So this is a zine case. So yeah, this one, okay, this I brought with me, so it's not. So this one I got on a little fair. There was a fair and they just gave me this for free. I found a zine fair. Wherever I go, I find zines. So I found like a zine fair and they gave me this. They were like, oh, just take it. And it looks really cool. Let me see if I put it better here. Yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what it's about. It looks like a little diary. Yeah, this one is called Hose. Amazing. Let me put this away. Yeah, Hose. It's just a bunch of hoes. Yeah. Oh, there's another hole. There's a guy making a hole. And yeah, it's just a collection of hoes. And that's just nice, just funny. So yeah, I got this book called Hose. Yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty sweet. I got a bunch of little zines from this fair. This is a collection of just everyday life little drawings. It looks really beautiful too. Yeah, it looks super sweet. Yeah, someone coming out of a hole. Maybe it's a whole cinematic universe of holes. This is looking at a hole too. So yeah, this says my fiction's diary 2014. Yeah, and it's written with a pencil, so it's probably there is like 10 copies of this. Oh, 20 of 30. There's 30 copies of this, so that was really cool. Oh, this is, I brought these 2 books with me to Japan, so don't mind this. Let me go back to this one. This is Family Land. It's also a little zine. He goes through this person's family tree, as you can see here. Also, they count their dogs and cats, which is really sweet. We should do this more on family trees. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of goes through people's belongings. So yeah, this is born in 1920 something, is a Gemini, blood type, favorite food, fruit, and just their belongings. So it's kind of cool. It's just a catalog of all these people. This is another Mr. Yamada, and yeah, so this is their belongings. So you just go through pictures of people's belongings, which is kind of interesting to see. Born in 2011, so this one's younger. 1980 something, a bunch of, oh, some Brazilian music, that's cool. So yeah, this is a little zine that I found in the streets of Japan. Okay, back to the zine case so you don't get squished. Alright, this is very long, but let's do the rest. Okay, let's do the two last ones, I guess. So what should I do first? Let's finish with this. Okay, let's do this one. This is, I'm gonna open right now because it's not even open. But this, oh my god. This is an encyclopedia of monsters for Dragon Quest, who is a video game. And this is the 25-year anniversary of Dragon Quest. It was made by, the art was made by Akira Toriyama, the guy from Dragon Ball. And this is like, pretty much, I'm not buying the D&D monster manual, but I'm buying the encyclopedia of monsters for Square Enix Dragon's Quest. I think it's just all Dragon Quest. So this is the box, looks pretty cute. This is the book. I was just gonna flip really through. It's not really about Fluff and Fury. There's nothing here for Fluff and Fury, but it's just a bunch of art for creatures that it looks really cool. Like Toriyama was involved on this, so Toriyama, and yeah, it looks really cool. It's just like a bunch of creatures, and yeah, it's just like a bunch of stats of these creatures when they show up first, and yeah, it's really cool. Like, they look so sick. Look at this guy. It's like a little goblin, and he has a shield, but the shield is another little guy. Yeah, this is like a little rat with a skull in hand. And yeah, there's all the enemies they show in the game. I also got the game. They did a remaster version, and I'm playing on the Switch. It's really good. Yeah, look at this guy. He's a little wizard, but with one eye. Yeah, a little... yeah, this is so cool. Okay, I can spend like the whole day. Oh shit, they have the versions, like the old school versions of like pixel version of Denchu. Oh, that's so cool. God damn it. So yeah, a little bit of Dragon Quest. Oh yeah, the big evil guys, they're so cool, man. There's like the bosses. Oh, they look so damn sick. Okay. Stop, we gotta talk about other books. This has nothing to do with Fluff and Fury. This is so good, I just opened, so sorry. Okay, I'm done, it's almost over. Look away. Okay, it's done. Yeah, that's really cool. So this is just a bunch of creatures. It's like the 25-year anniversary of Dragon Quest. It's a really cool game. So I thought it was worth it to get it. I don't know if they have an English version of it. Also, when you close the book, look at this. There's all the slime. This is like the easiest character to kill, the slime. And you close, and you see all the characters as little slimes. That's sweet. Okay, so this was an amazing edition that I got. This is a board game, so we're not gonna talk about this. So yeah, let's talk about the last one. How are we doing? We're recording. Okay. So this is the last book that I got. This was a book that I really wanted to get. This is Splatoon 3, the video game for the Switch. So why this book? I think this book is the closest vibe of Fluff and Fury that I'm gonna find anywhere. It has like a jokester vibe. You can see like it's kind of like silly, and everybody's fighting with paint, which I think is really fun. Like on the game, on Fluff and Fury, everybody's a robot, so it's not like blood and stuff like that. You're just fighting another robots, right? So like shooting and doing stuff is not like a bloodbath or anything like that. It's much more contained and much less like aggressive, like that. I like that on Fluff and Fury. So this is the same vibe. They're just using paint, and I love the way they have this like rebellious kind of vibe, all the characters. Also, I love the colors on this book. I hope you can see it, but yeah, like this is like beautiful. And this is all the chapters of the book, so super easy to navigate. So if you need to get like, oh, the yellow chapters is about something, like, and the blue and the red one. So you can really see here, like every chapter, whatever you need to get to, you can easily find. And I really want to do this in Fluff and Fury. Hopefully we have some stretch goals. And yeah, so the idea is you can just find it super easy, whatever you need. So I want to do that. So rules will be here, so we will say rules, and here we'll say whatever rules you're on. And you can easily, I don't know if I would do an edge. I really want to do an edge. I'm gonna try it out to see how it works, if it will work as nice as this in less pages, because this has thousands of pages, so it looks very like imposing. So I want, but definitely if you get Fluff and Fury, it will look a lot like this. So you can see how like there's all the titles, there's a lot of information, my vibe of maximalism, it's here. So yeah, you can see like weapons, there's a bunch of weapons, there's a bunch of little, there will be bears on my game. And at some point when you get to a chapter, oh, I have something marked that I was reading. When you get to a chapter, you will see like a full spread. And that's what I want to do. I wanted to have like the full spread, and maybe here that will have like the chapter name, or here the chapter name, and you can start going through. But yeah, this is pretty much how Fluff and Fury will look, hopefully. A lot of color, a lot of madness, like a lot of logos. I have so many logos that I'm doing. There will be like a lot of little stuff like this for the corporations, for the items and stuff like that. This is kind of like, will be my like Bible to how I want the game to look. Even the maps, you can see maps here. They look really cool, and there's like a little legend. So this book will be the book that I will have with me every day when I'm doing layout. And just checking shit out, like, oh fuck, this looks cool. Like it's just like it's almost like an ad, you can see here, and just for this type of clothes. But maybe if everything goes well, we can have like a company who makes this weapon and talking about the weapon and having all the stats and how to roll the dice for that weapon. So each page will be a weapon, and like there will be like the brand who made the weapon and some crazy stuff like that. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, this is my main inspiration for Fluff and Fury, right here. And they don't have in English this book, so I really want to get in Japan. Also, they have this little just maps. It's just a bunch of maps that are really cool. Like I would not do maps like this, because this is just a recreation of the game. But I would love to to do like a book of maps. That would be so fun for Fluff. But anyways, and yeah, there's like a little big book, but the cover itself is very like soft. The paper is cheap paper too, which I think is kind of cool. It makes it look more like punk rock. And they have like a little punk rock vibe, I guess. Like not punk rock really, but more like street art. So I want to bring more to punk rock. They're more like skater kind of vibe, I feel. But with a lot of paint splashes. Yeah, so mine needs to be a little bit more cybernetic and a little more, yeah, a little more punk rock, I guess, cyberpunk in general. But this is my Bible for Fluff and Fury. So let's do, oh, I think that was the last one, yeah. We also got this that helps you mail stuff. You can put your book to see if it's 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters, or 1 centimeter. So when we do shipping, that will be very useful. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for layout and me talking about some books. I think I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I did this. This is a board game. I have some board games, but we might do a video, just me and Lee talking about all the crazy stuff that we got, not just tabletop RPG stuff or a devlog. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you had fun. looking at weird books that we don't understand the language. Or maybe you do. So yeah, thank you. Fluff and Fury is still live on Kickstarter. Thank you for watching this and have a great day.